It is Thursday, New Year's Eve. It's early in the morning. It's not quite 6. I had a series of incredibly real, what I believe is prophetic dreams last night, and I'm going to put these down here quickly so I don't forget them. Well, they're still vivid to me with the passing of the hours. They're getting harder to remember the order, so I want to make sure I get this down. I dreamt that I was awake, seeing myself on the couch last night. I am sleeping on the couch these days because of a bad back. I had the Christmas tree lit, which I always do, and right there is the bow window. The bow window goes out to the main street. When I stand at that bow window, I can see the traffic coming over the hill on the highway. So I dreamt I'm watching myself sleep on the couch, and I have an incredible darkness and a pressure that is suddenly on me on the couch, and it's not allowing me to wake up. It's not allowing me to get up. It's not allowing me to speak. And I'm well aware that this darkness and pressure is evil. It's satanic. The rulers of the darkness of this world, principalities in high places. And I'm on this couch, and as I'm laying here and fighting to wake up and fighting to get up and fighting to speak, it's such an incredible darkness and pressure that I can't speak. But I'm noticing things as I'm observing myself, which is the weird part. I'm observing myself on this couch, and I notice the room there's certain things out of place. So to me, that speaks to a distortion of reality. The tree's lights are off. There's something significant in that. And the tree's not in front of the bow window anymore. At times it moves about. There's other things that are off. When I'm actually able to get up from the couch, I'm desperately trying to wake myself, so I'm stomping in place. And I'm trying to yell or shout the Lord's name. I'm trying to say Jesus. I'm trying to say God. I'm trying to say, help me, Jesus. I'm trying to say anything scriptural, spiritual, that's God-based. And I managed to wake myself up. This is where it becomes really strange. I wake up in the dream. I wake up and it's so incredibly intense that I'm awake that I think I'm actually awake for a moment. But I'm still sleeping. Because I see, as I look at the Christmas tree, the lights are on for a second, and then they're off again. And that's how I know I've never gotten out of this darkness. And this happens multiple times, where I think I've actually managed to make myself awake, but I'm still asleep once I realize the lights flicker on, but then they go off again. As this goes on, I manage to wake myself up harder each time, although I never completely get out of this darkness. The darkness is holding me under. At one point, I managed to get to the front bow window, and I'm still trying to yell, God, Jesus. I'm trying to yell to the Lord to wake me out of this horrific dream. And I'm noticing I'm looking out, and I begin to pray for loved ones. I begin to pray just in general for the people of the world. And I'm realizing, looking out that bow window, I'm seeing 2021. And it's very dark. And this is where I got to be careful, because I'm not sure if I still remember seeing lights. I don't think I'm able to see lights on the hill at this time. It's just an incredible darkness with almost a veil over the darkness. So the darkness is dark, and then there's a veil over the darkness. And I don't see the lights from Route 61. And I begin to stomp through the house in my dream. Again, the tree has been moved. Lights are off. I see something on the floor that looks like something was dragged or scraped on the rug. So the rug is actually matted at places as a great fight has taken place. Oh, I'm getting chills as I really realized what I was dreaming. And then I actually wake up. This time I'm really awake. And I look at the clock in the oven, and it's 2 in the morning. And I'm awake at this moment, and I'm covered in sweat. Let me just take a moment here. The lights are on the Christmas tree. And I'm not scared per se, but I'm under great pressure. So I went to the potty. I peed because I've always got to pee when I wake up. And when I came back and I laid on the couch again, I left the TV on. I turned the TV on, left it on very low because I was so freaked out by this dream. And it kept running through my head. I tried to remember everything so that I wouldn't forget. And I fall asleep. I woke up again, for real. I really woke up, and I don't remember what time it was. And I felt better about everything, so I turned off the TV. And I fell asleep again. And then I had the same series of dreams again. Not exact the same. It wasn't, the tree was moved this time when I woke up in a struggle. Again, there was a struggle. But this time, I know I'm stronger. This time I'm stronger because I've been in prayer. So my prayers are stronger. I'm marching around down on the first floor here. I'm getting goosebumps as I recount this. And I know Rodney's asleep upstairs. Because Rodney's upstairs. I've been sleeping on the couch, as I said, because of a bad back. I've been on the couch for months because of my bad back. And I'm just trying to wake Rodney up because his pressure is so incredibly tense. And I'm yelling, no, at the top of my lungs. And I wake myself up. Only I'm not awake. Oh, and the lights in the tree flicker on and then are off again. And I'm at the front bow window again, and I'm praying again over everyone. But this time I'm stronger. Because I've been in prayer. And I now realize that it's definitely the year 2021 outside my window. And there are no headlights on the 61 route. But I see outside my window, and I see things that aren't normally there. It's a sense of towns. It's a sense of a community. And it's under this great veil of darkness. And this time, I woke up. I was at peace. I wasn't afraid. I didn't feel I needed the TV on. So when I laid back down on the couch, truly awake this time, lights are on in the Christmas tree. Everything was in its place as it should be. So I knew I was in my time. Oh my gosh, this is all just evolving. The Lord's giving this to me as I sit here speaking this. I think this is the word of the Lord. First of all, I'm no prophet. Please don't think I'm putting myself in place of a prophet. I am no prophet, never have been. I have, however, been asking the Lord to show me what he wants me to know. Even though it also bothers me as I ask him to do that, because it's scary to me. I don't particularly want to know what's happening or coming. I really, really don't. I want to say thank you to the ladies that encourage me in the morning blessings. I think you're the reason I've been doing a lot heavier praying. My praying's been more intense. I'm spending a whole lot more time in the Word of the Lord. And I think that's why the Lord has allowed me to have this. I think 2021 will be a time of a great darkness and a veil. We need to be in prayer, incredible prayer, nonstop. That's all I have. I won't say more, as I don't feel I have the right to say more. I have been sick, so understand, I don't know if that changes us spiritually when we've been ill, that we're able to receive things better. I don't know. I just know that what I had for dreams last night, now that I've spoken it to you all, is starting to fade a little. It's not that incredible intensity that it had been, but I can tell you, when I was going through it, it was so vivid. It was. Such pressure. That's the word, pressure. Over and over I get the word pressure. And I want to link it to a dream I had about 2 years ago. I don't think it's quite 2 years anymore, but I believe it's going on the second year. And I dreamt I was at one of my actors' homes. The actor's significant because I have since turned over my shows to these actors. It's a family. And I'm outside of their home, and I'm emptying things out of my van. And their son is helping me, which is also interesting because their son's not necessarily a part of the acting. He acted for me, but he's not a part of the group that took over the shows. He gets the last of the things out of my car, and he goes in the house. And when he goes in the house, I remember looking in the sky, and the sky is beautiful, vivid. It's beautiful blue. There isn't a cloud in the sky. Not a cloud. And I remember the blueness was like a baby robin egg. And I'm watching the sky, and I feel a stirring. This dream I've never lost potency for, so understand what I'm telling you. This is exactly what I dreamt. I see a ripple start across the sky, like a white crinkle in the sky, like a crinkle, which appears to be a cloud, and the cloud gets bigger, and a top of what appears to be like a castle, the pointed top, starts to push through. And as I'm watching this, I'm standing by my car. I haven't gotten in my car, and I think that looks like Jesus coming. And I suddenly throw my arms in the air, and I go, woohoo! Because I know it's Jesus. And the instant that happens, I go. And I see around me, not people per se, but gray matter, like gray bodies, like soul. And I didn't realize it was souls at first. I knew it was others going with me. But the point is, we don't care about anything. We're all stretched with our hands stretched to heaven, and we're all going to Jesus. And when I yell, woohoo, I woke myself up. And I sat up in bed, and I was in bed. So that's why I know it's going on 2 years, because I've been on the couch for a considerable amount of time since my back. And Rodney was sleeping, but he kind of moved. So I must have yelled so loud that I yelled it in my sleep. Listen, again, I'm not a prophet. I make no claims to that. And I'm going to share this on the internet, and I don't know. I just feel led. I think we are to be prepared. The Bible always says that. And I hate when people go, the Lord saith. Well, I'm not doing that. I'm just telling you just dreams I had. And I'm not going to add to these dreams or take away from them. And I'm already losing the vision or the dream. The second one. The only one that's always clear in my head is that first one where I know it's Jesus returning. The struggle I had on the couch last night, where there's a sense of darkness holding me down and trying to stop me. That's what it was. The darkness was trying to stop me from waking up, and the wake up was spiritual. The wake up was spiritual. We are to be awake. We are to be in prayer. This has nothing to do with politics. Don't misunderstand this. This is all about a spiritual battle. Take it for what it's worth. I give it to the Lord. Love you guys. And I've got to do my recording, and I'm still not horrifically great. But God is good. May his will be done in earth as it is done in heaven. In Yeshua's name, amen.